So I look at that creek and I look at Brennan. I look at the creek and I look at Brennan and I say, I am gonna hydroplane over that sucker. And Brennan says, don't you do it, Ben. You are going to sink your Jeep. I'm like, no, I got this. I've had my license for a few months. I know what I'm doing. I'm 16. Paul saw himself as a fatherly figure. I think of my dad. That's how he is this church. Papa John emeritus pastor. You don't have many teachers, but you have many teachers, 10,000 teachers, but not many fathers. Cherish your fathers. Cherish your fathers. So here as a father figure, he's saying, thank you for obeying me, not just when I'm here, but even more now that I'm gone. This is the opposite of what I did when I was in high school. When I was in high school, Mom and Dad, you're gonna love this story. First time you've ever heard it. No, I'm joking, you've heard it before. When they were on vacation, you guys were on some like ferry or cruise or something like that. They were gone on vacation. And me and Mary, my sister, had the house to ourselves. And I had just received a Jeep Wrangler from my parents for my birthday. I was 16 years old, had this Jeep Wrangler, and I loved this Jeep. As a teenager, I would go speak at this camp, and I remember it was up in the snow, and I would like slam on the brakes and turn the wheel as quick as I could and do 360s in the snow and run my fender into the snowbanks. It was really fun, and it didn't hurt the Jeep because it's snowbanks. So I like to off-road, and when it was rainy, I would take my Jeep and I would hydroplane over these puddles. I would find massive puddles and start hydroplaning over them because I loved like floating over the water. Well, one day in Huntington Beach, we had a record fall of rain. It was a record rainfall day, and so there was this horse trail in Huntington Beach that me and my friend Brennan, who's now a pastor, we actually took my Jeep, I was driving on this horse trail and started off-roading in the mud. Well, there was this puddle that turned into a creek because it was raining so heavy, and to me, that was hydroplane heaven. Wouldn't that be a great title to a sermon? Hydroplane heaven. So I look at that creek, and I look at Brennan. I look at the creek, and I look at Brennan, and I say, I am gonna hydroplane over that sucker. And Brennan says, don't you do it, Ben. You are going to sink your Jeep. I'm like, no, I got this. I've had my license for a few months. I know what I'm doing. I'm 16. So I gun it with my Jeep, spraying mud. I hit the water, hit the creek, and the moment I hit the creek, it was like one of those cartoons, you know, like in Looney Tunes or those cartoons, when the character steps over the cliff and then they like hang suspended in the air for a second or two, and then they fall. That is exactly what happened. Instead of hydroplaning over it, we went on the top of it and just paused. And then we started sinking, and I'm like, I hope we hit the bottom soon. Sinking, where's the bottom? The water's rising, we're sinking, and I'm like, I am dead. Like, this is my new Jeep, and I am so eventually, what me and Brendan had to do is crawl out through the window. It filled with water, and I had to leave it there overnight. my new Jeep that I got as a 16-year-old, I had to leave it there overnight at night that my parents got me. I get home, and I don't even know if I told Mary, but if I told my sister, I'm like, do not tell Mom and Dad that I just sunk this Jeep they got me. So I get a ride to school the next day. I'm in chapel, and Brennan was so nice that he went and he called a tow truck, and they towed my Jeep out. But for years, anytime it rained, you could smell the must, like the moist like smell that happens when it's soaking in mud, like mud water, and you could smell it for a year anytime it rained because it was so moist. Like the carpet in the Jeep just got gnarly. So why did I do that? Because guess what? My parents were absent for a couple days. They were on vacation. I didn't say, now that you're gone, I'm gonna obey you all the more. I say, now that you're gone, I'm gonna go sink my Jeep. That is the opposite of what the Philippians are doing. Paul's saying, you have a lot of teachers, but not many fathers. You used to be sheep that have gone astray, the good shepherd found you, and now what are you doing? You are obeying me even more now that I'm absent. Do you see how this is a miracle? Can I get an amen from any parents here? This is a miracle. Look at Philippians 2:12. It's a miracle. He says, listen, you have obeyed me much more in my absence. So what does he say? Therefore, hoste, it's a conjunction. It means as a result. It's cause and effect. It means so that, therefore, so then, so as to. After he's talking about Jesus having the name above all names, every knee bowing to him. Therefore, as a result, this is a word, hoste, that he used only 2 other times in Philippians. Usually it's, other words are translated therefore. As a result of what we were just talking about, this poem of morphe theou becoming morphe doulou, obedient, even to the point of death on a cross, breaking the poetic meter, pushing it to the front, drawing it out. Therefore, he has the name above all names. Because of this, because you already have salvation, work out that salvation, not work for it with fear and trembling, because you've obeyed me so much more in my absence than when I was present. Ben Courson here. Thank you so much for watching my new YouTube channel. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe button, share this video with all your friends, and hit that bell so you're notified every time a new video comes out. May the hope be with you.